Hello there, my name is Lou, and I'm here today to share with you a little bit about myself and the services that I offer, but more so to discuss things that are happening in the world today. I've already just shot one video about taking responsibility, and an area that really is close to my heart personally, but also fires me up, is the constant daily barrage about the issue of abuse in any form, physically, spiritually, sexually, emotionally. And it's rife everywhere. And that, associated with the issue of responsibility, is what really calls to my heart, really affects my emotions, if you like, in the way that, one of the choices I've made for myself is to be an activist for change in the face of abuse and to speak up, sharing both uh, my story, but also my reasons behind speaking. And for me, it is about being actively contributing to change. There's story after story about organizations, individuals, the church, charitable organizations now in the UK not taking responsibility. And I know that this is the case in many other areas in other countries as well. But for me personally, I have overcome a large time in my life where I was reliant on doctors, other practitioners, therapists, and medication to help me get through my life. Clinical depression, severe anxiety and panic, nervous breakdown, and things associated with that, as if that wasn't enough on its own. And look, my story is my story. It's neither worse or better than anybody else's, but in some cases, yes, that is true. So I'm not here to, say this is worse, this is better, this is just me. And the reason for this video is to start speaking about the fact that I have overcome great difficulties. And now I teach Tai Chi and Qigong right now. But very importantly, I'm growing a business in my coaching and mentoring. And it's just come to me today, actually, become very clear that in simple terms, the services I offer are in helping people to change their energy, to understand their own energy, and to overcome their difficulties. Now, that's a huge mountain to climb, maybe, and it's not about overcoming everything and everything being great and perfect, but it is about understanding yourself, knowing thyself, and taking responsibility for thyself. And in doing so, you can overcome difficulties because you recognize them in the first place. Now, I'm not perfect, although my ego aspires for me to be many times. And believe me, the ego side of me can be pretty punitive, pretty tough, pretty archaic in many ways, in a negative way. However, it has kept me safe and protected. But that no longer serves me because I want to speak out. I want to speak up. I want to be part of the active change in the face of abuse. And how we treat each other, ourselves, the world, the planet, the animal kingdom, everything. We need to look at ourselves. And I have had to do that very much so throughout my life, and to observe what's gone on around me. And the system, as I call it, the professional medical system, aren't always right. Their way is not always right because people are clumped together. There's like a list of things to look out for, how people present And if you don't present a certain way, then surely this couldn't have happened to you. Surely you're lying or making it up. And that's hard because not everybody fits in to a certain mold. And there lies some of the difficulties. I do believe that things need to change. And I am part of that change. And I want to be part of that change. I am an accredited coach, and I believe a natural coach in life, a natural counselor and mentor. And in not stepping into that role and in not speaking up about that, I do myself a disservice, and you. I have lived through many difficulties personally and have overcome many hard times. I've also had lots of good times. But you know, when you've had trauma, lived through abuse in the past, it does affect your life. And I believe there is no magic cure for that. But we can overcome. We can turn things around. We can make something different up about ourselves. And we can live up to that. Learn to grow into that. Take risks. Put ourselves out there like I am today, facing you, speaking to you. And if you are going through some very difficult times, please believe me when I say you can turn that around. You can overcome your difficulties. And I would love to help you do that. Whether it be that you can't see the light through the darkness, every day is very difficult, and you would welcome just one step into the light, one small step to help you through one day at a time. Or whether it be that, you know, in business you've created a great life, but you know that personally you've got many difficulties. You don't relate to people, you can't connect, you don't know yourself, you can't love and allow love in. Or maybe it's the other way around, and you keep stepping into difficult relationships, more abuse, more self-sabotage. Or maybe everything's running along fine. You've got the money, got the man or the woman, got the house, but you're empty. You're not creating what you want. You're not in touch with your own heart. And life is ticking by. Or maybe you're a young person and you're just feeling so put upon and stifled. And already you don't want to live your life because you've got others dictating, others abusing you, others taking advantage, and no one's listening. If this resonates with you, hold fast, be strong, and just know that your life is worth something. You are worth something. And through the darkest days, there is always some light, and energy is always changing. It's become my experience that we cannot separate the body, the mind, and the spirit. And by that I mean your true essence, your true nature. But sometimes one takes time to catch up with the other one or two. So I'm going to leave you now, but I'll be back with some more videos and writing and who knows what. This is just a start. But just for now, just for this moment, just for today, if you're really alone, really despairing, something I've used is writing. Get some paper, get a pen, write it all out. Just let your heart flow out. If you believe in a God, speak to God. If you want to direct it to your best friend, an imaginary friend, anything, nature itself, the trees, the birds, the bees, your teddy bear, your cat, your dog, your plant. Write, open your heart and share it, because even if you don't know who you're sharing it with, you're letting it out. You're making space. You're decluttering the blocks that you have inside you in this moment of your life. Also, if you can, if you have the energy and the inclination, step outside, even just for a minute or 5. Put one foot in front of the other, get some air, connect with nature. Go hug a tree. They have great energy, you know. Talk to the trees. It's healthy to talk to yourself, because often when we're depressed and anxious, we can't even swallow. We swallow everything up. It's stuck in here. Can't speak, you can't breathe. So get something out. Go sit in a cafe and have a coffee and just be around people. Don't lock yourself up all hours of the day. Play some nice, relaxing music. Just try these things. Try one of them, just for today, just for now. And from my heart to yours, I hope this has spoken to you and made a little bit of a difference as I step into my light and start fulfilling a choice for myself of stepping into the spotlight and speaking and sharing my story to inspire others and help them overcome their difficulties and transform their life. May God bless you. May the fairies look after you. May nature nourish and nurture you. Take good care. Be kind to yourself, even if just for a minute of this day. I bid you good night or good day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Take good care. Bye.